Good morning, student. This is the chapter number 14, ecosystem and energy flow. First of all, what is meant by ecosystem? A functional unit of nature where interaction of living organisms with themselves and with the physical environment takes place, which is called as ecosystem. And it is first coined by the A.G. Tansley. It is two types of ecosystem, artificial and natural. Artificial, which is a man-made ecosystem, example crop fields and aquarium, while natural ecosystem, which is a terrestrial, again two types, terrestrial and aquatic ecosystem. Terrestrial ecosystem is classified into forest, grassland, desert, etc. And aquatic ecosystem is classified into freshwater and saltwater ecosystem. In case of freshwater ecosystem, there is again two types, lentic and lotic ecosystem. In lentic, examples are ponds and lake, which is the stagnant water, and in case of lotic, which is the flowing water, river and stream. Saltwater ecosystem, it consists of wetlands, estuaries and marine area. Now these are the some types of ecosystem. Natural, which is a terrestrial, in that forest ecosystem, grassland ecosystem, desert ecosystem, in natural aquatic, marine, ocean, then freshwater, and in case of artificial or man-made, it is aquarium and crop field. These are the types of ecosystem, artificial and natural. These are designed and managed by the humans, and natural, which is are not designed and managed by the humans. In artificial ecosystem, examples are park, farm, schoolyard, marine land, zoo, backyard, and aquarium. And in natural, examples are field, meadows, stream, primary growth, forest. These are some 10 examples of artificial man-made ecosystem: crop field, garden, terrarium, greenhouse, zoo, aquarium, fish farm, dam, artificial wetland, and farm, backyard garden. Next is a stratification, vertical distribution of different species occupying different levels in an ecosystem is called stratification. In that, first at the top level, which is the top trees, which is uh, a huge trees, then shrubs, after that herbs and grass comes in stratification. The structure and function of ecosystem. The structure of ecosystem consists of biotic and abiotic component. In that biotic, where these are the living organisms, and abiotic, which is a non-living components. The abiotic components are non-living component. Examples are air, water, solar radiation, and temperature. The biotic components are uh, three types: producer, consumers, and decomposers. In producer, they synthesize their own food material, and they are photoautotrophs and some are chemoautotrophs. In consumers, they are again primary, secondary, and tertiary consumers are there. In primary consumers, they are mostly herbivorous. Then secondary consumers are primary carnivorous, and tertiary consumers are secondary carnivorous. And last one is a decomposer. They are depend on the dead bodies of these consumers, and examples are bacteria and fungi. These are the organism categories. In that, first is the producer. These are autotrophs. Consumers are heterotrophs. These consumers are depends on the producer. And third is a decomposer. They are living on the dead bodies of these consumers. Living organisms is in an ecosystem are called as biotic. It is groups are producer, consumer, and decomposer. They make their own food material. All plants they are having chlorophyll, so they can make their own food material with the help of sunlight, water, and CO2. And consumers eat other organisms for the food, for example rabbit, cow, goat, etc. And decomposer, after dead bodies of these consumers, they are break down into the simple form with the help of this fungi and other microorganisms. The major function of ecosystem first means productivity, second decomposition, then energy flow from one level to another, and nutrient cycle. Next term is ecological succession. Succession means which is a process, the natural process by which one community of organisms slowly replaces another in an area and which is called as ecological succession. In that, annual plants, then formation of perennial plants, grasses, then shrubs, softwood trees, pines, and hardwood trees. It depends on the time and it is a ecological succession. Then ecological succession, it can take hundreds or thousands of years to take place. These are the gradual process of change and replacement of some or all the species in a community. Each community, new community makes it harder for the previous of one to survive. This is ecological succession. Then primary and secondary succession. In primary succession, that starts where no living organisms are there. In secondary, the succession that starts in areas which have lost all the living organisms that existed there. Then hydra succession takes place in a wetter area where water is present. Then xeras or xeric that takes place in a dry areas. Then pioneer species, the species that invade a bar area, example lichens, phytoplanktons, and this primary succession on rocks takes place by the lichens which are able to secrete acid to dissolve the rocks and helping in weathering and soil formation. These are the some primary succession in that there is no uh, living organisms are there or any vegetation is absent. After that there is a formation of lichens, there is a formation of soil takes place, and after that the herbs and shrubs are formed and which is called as a primary succession. Next, there is a two type of succession. First, primary, the sequence is beginning in area where there is no soil is formed or there is no previous form of life, and where it is started where the freshly cooled field is there or a newly formed sand dune is there. And terrestrial habitat, primary succession is very slow process because it begins with the formation of soil because soil is absent. After the weathering of rocks, soil formation takes place. It takes thousands of years to develop the soil, and these are and this formation of soil takes place with the organism which is called as a pioneer organisms. That is mosses, forms, etc. and lichens. Types of succession: primary and secondary. In primary, the community developed on new site never before colonized by the living things. Example is a glacier and volcano. In secondary succession, the community developed on the site that has already supported the life after the disturbance, example hurricane and fire. After the hurricane or fire, the life began to start once again and which is called as secondary succession. This is the difference between primary and secondary succession. In that primary, it initiates in area where organisms never existed. Example is the bar areas. In secondary, it initiates in areas where communities are recently destroyed. Second point, the absence of the soil, humus, and reproductive structures of the organisms in case of primary succession. In secondary, the presence of soil, humus, reproductive structures from organisms of previous community. Third point, it takes a long time, that is several hundred thousands of years, to reach the climax stage where the huge trees are formed. In secondary succession, it takes comparatively less time, at least 50 to 200 years, to reach the climax or stable stage. Next ecological succession is a hydrarch, uh, which is also called as a hydrosphere, which where the water is present. It originates in a water bodies, usually a pond which is a stagnant water. Then planktons will be primary community. After that, forest will be climax community. It includes several several stages. In that, you can see in this diagram, there is only water is there. There is a formation of planktons, then small herbs, shrubs, and last there is a formation of huge trees, which is the climax stage. On the basis of moisture content, the primary and secondary section may be divided into first hydrate or hydrosphere. It starts in an aquatic environment such as ponds, lakes, streams, and swamps. In massage, it starts in area of adequate moisture where moisture is present. In xerage or exo reserves, it starts in a dried habitat having minimum amount of moisture. They can be of the following type: lithosphere, starting on a bar rock, then pamo, mm, samosphere, which is starting on sand, then halosphere, starting on the saline soil. This is the hydra. These are the stages of the hydrate succession. First, bar bottom stage. Second stage is the submerged vegetation stage, which is the phytoplanktons. Then emerge vegetation stage. Then temporary pond, and then last, which is the climax stage, which is the formation of forest. This is the succession summary: primary, secondary succession. Then pioneer species, the first species to colonize a new habitat, and which is called as a pioneer species. The climax community, the end result of succession, which remains constant, and which is called as a climax community or biome. Next one is the xerosphere. It's a plant succession which is limited by water availability. It includes the different stages in xerage succession. This succession of ecological communities originated in extremely dry situations such as sand desert, sand dunes, salt deserts, and rock deserts. A xerosphere may include lithosphere on rock and samosphere on sand, which is a xerosphere. What are pioneer species? The pioneer species are a group of organisms such as lichens found in the primary stage of succession and that began an area's soil building process. Examples are moss, fireweed, and lichens. They are very important for the formation of soil, which is a pioneer species. These are the some organisms, usually plants that colonize barren rocks or lava during primary succession. Examples are mosses, lichen, then ferns, and weeds. This is about the ecology and energy flow. Thank you.